Don't be lazy. Let those words hit you hard. Let them sting. Because laziness is not comfort, it is slow suicide. Laziness is the quiet voice that tells you to wait, to rest one more day, to start tomorrow, to delay the work that could change your entire life. Laziness doesn't scream, it whispers. It convinces you that you deserve ease before effort, pleasure before progress, sleep before sacrifice. And while you listen to it, life passes you by without mercy. Every dream you've ever had is on the other side of effort. Every version of yourself that you admire, respect, and wish you were is built through discipline, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes like the weather, but discipline is what drags you forward when you feel empty, tired, and uninspired. Laziness waits for motivation. Winners move without it. You say you're tired. Everyone is tired. You say you don't feel like it. Nobody ever feels like it. You say you'll start when the time is right. The time is never right. Life does not pause and prepare itself for your comfort. Life rewards those who move while afraid, while exhausted, while uncertain. Laziness is not a lack of energy. It is a lack of purpose, a lack of hunger, a lack of respect for your own potential. Look around you. Someone with less talent than you is winning because they work harder. Someone with fewer resources is ahead because they refuse to sit still. Someone who started later is passing you because they didn't wait for permission, confidence, or perfect conditions. They moved, they acted, they worked when it was inconvenient, and you stayed still, calling it rest, calling it patience, calling it taking time. Laziness dresses itself up as self-care. It tells you that you need more comfort, more breaks, more entertainment. But real self-care is discipline. Real self-care is doing the hard thing today so you don't hate yourself tomorrow. Real self-care is building a life you don't need to escape from. You were not born to scroll endlessly, to sleep your life away, to waste your strongest years chasing distractions. You were born with fire in you, strength in you, something valuable to build and contribute. But fire dies without fuel. Strength fades without use. Potential rots when ignored. Every lazy day compounds. One wasted hour turns into a wasted day. One wasted day turns into a wasted year. And one wasted year turns into regret that no apology can erase. Time does not care about your excuses. Time does not negotiate. It takes from everyone equally and rewards only those who use it with intention. Don't tell yourself you're young and you have time. Youth is not infinite. Energy fades faster than you think. Opportunities don't wait. The window closes quietly while you're distracted. And one day you wake up older, heavier, slower, wondering where your ambition went. It didn't disappear. You abandoned it. Laziness is addictive. The more you give in, the weaker you become. The weaker you become, the harder it feels to start. And the harder it feels to start, the easier it becomes to quit. That cycle will destroy you if you let it. The only way out is action. Immediate, uncomfortable action. Get up when you don't want to. Work when you feel tired. Train when your body begs you to stop. Focus when your mind wants to escape. This is not cruelty. This is self-respect. You don't build confidence by thinking about success. You build it by keeping promises to yourself. Your ancestors survived wars, hunger, suffering, and pain so you could exist. And you want to quit because you're bored, because it's hard, because it takes time. That is an insult to the blood in your veins. You come from fighters, not quitters. From builders, not complainers. From people who did what had to be done, not what felt good. Laziness will lie to you and say tomorrow is guaranteed. It's not. Health is not guaranteed. Strength is not guaranteed. Another chance is not guaranteed. The only thing you have is this moment, and what you do with it defines everything. You don't need more information. You don't need another video, another quote, another plan. You need to move. You need to start. You need to do the work you've been avoiding. Progress doesn't come from massive actions once in a while. It comes from small, relentless actions done every single day, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Stop negotiating with your lazy mind. Stop asking yourself how you feel. Feelings are unreliable. They change every hour. Commit to a standard. Commit to showing up no matter what, rain or shine, tired or energized, confident or afraid. Show up anyway. Pain from discipline hurts for a moment. Pain from regret lasts forever. Choose your pain wisely. If you don't control your habits will control you. If you don't decide your future, your past will repeat itself. If you don't push yourself now, life will push you later and it will be far less kind. Stand up, get moving, do something hard today, do something that scares you, do something your lazy voice hates, because every time you win that internal battle, you become stronger, and one day you won't recognize the person you used to be. Laziness doesn't destroy you in one dramatic moment. It erodes you slowly, quietly, day by day. It convinces you that average is acceptable, that comfort is success, that surviving is the same as living. And if you accept that lie, you will wake up years from now filled with questions you can't answer and regret you can't escape. You'll ask yourself why you didn't push harder when you had the chance, why you chose ease over effort, why you watched others build lives while you waited for yours to start. Understand this clearly. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to knock on your door and hand you discipline, confidence, or success. No one is going to force you to become better. If you don't move, nothing moves. If you don't fight, nothing changes. Your life will remain exactly the same until you decide that staying the same is more painful than changing. You say you lack energy. That's a lie laziness loves. Energy comes from action, not the other way around. Movement creates momentum. Momentum creates motivation. Motivation creates consistency. Consistency creates results. Waiting for energy before acting is like waiting for fire before striking the match. You have it backwards. Look at your daily habits. Look at how you start your mornings and end your nights. Those hours reveal everything about your future. Lazy mornings create weekdays. Weekdays create small lives. Every time you hit snooze, every time you delay what you know needs to be done, you are voting for the version of yourself that stays stuck. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. When you control your actions, you control your future. When you control your habits, you control your life. Lazy people chase pleasure and end up in pain. Disciplined people accept pain and end up with power. Stop telling yourself you're different. Stop telling yourself your situation is special. Stop telling yourself your problems are unique. Everyone who has ever achieved something meaningful felt doubt, fear, exhaustion, and resistance. The difference is they didn't let those feelings decide their actions. They moved anyway. There is a version of you that wakes up early, works relentlessly, trains hard, learns constantly, and refuses to quit. That version exists right now, but it will never come to life if you keep feeding the lazy version instead. You can't starve discipline and expect strength. You can't feed laziness and expect greatness. Every excuse you make becomes a brick in the prison you live in. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'll start next week. I don't have time. These words feel harmless, but they are chains. They bind you to a life of almosts and maybes, almost successful, almost disciplined, maybe someday. Someday is the favorite word of lazy people. Someday I'll get serious. Someday I'll change. Someday I'll chase my dream. Someday never comes. Only today exists, and today demands action. You don't need to feel ready. You need to be willing, willing to struggle, willing to fail, willing to look stupid, willing to be uncomfortable. Growth does not happen in comfort. Comfort is where ambition goes to die. Your mind will beg you to quit when things get hard. It will tell you it's not worth it, that you've done enough, that you can rest now. That voice is not protecting you. It's sabotaging you. Learn to recognize it. Learn to ignore it. Learn to do the opposite of what it says. Hard work compounds just like laziness does. One workout makes the next easier. One focused hour builds the discipline for the next. One day of effort builds confidence for tomorrow. Keep stacking small wins. Keep showing up. Even when progress feels invisible, it is happening beneath the surface. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Big dreams mean nothing if your daily actions are small. Your future is being written by what you do today, not by what you hope to do later. If you keep choosing laziness, life will choose hardship for you. Financial stress, physical weakness, mental frustration, missed opportunities. These are the consequences no one talks about. Laziness always collects its debt and it charges interest. Work when no one is watching. Train when no one is cheering. Learn when no one is clapping. This is where real strength is built, not in moments of applause, but in moments of solitude when quitting would be easy and discipline is a choice. You don't need to be extreme, you need to be consistent. Consistency beats intensity every time. Stop waiting for the perfect surge of motivation. Build routines that don't rely on feelings. Do the work because it's scheduled, not because you feel inspired. Your body listens to what you tell it. If you tell it you're weak, it will obey. If you tell it you're tired, it will slow down. If you tell it you're done, it will stop. Speak strength through action. Prove to yourself that you can do hard things. Every time you beat laziness, you gain self-respect, and self-respect changes everything. It changes how you walk, how you speak, how you think, how you face challenges. Confidence isn't something you think your way into, it's something you earn through effort. Get obsessed with progress, not perfection. Progress, one step forward every day, one action that moves you closer, one decision that honors your future instead of your comfort.